And Svensson, they are best friends, they are roommates, they are opponents today.
He owns 9 PBA Tour titles with a major. The 2021 PBA Player of the Year, Kyle Troup.
Last couple practice shots here for these two great bowlers. Chris, we were talking the break. They have met before internationally, and Jesper has owned Kyle, but never on U.S. soil on the PBA Tour.
He has owned Kyle, and Tommy had the list as the loser. He had to post first, and so as soon as Kyle's name came out second, it was an automatic choice for Bomo to put the Iceman up against him, see if he can continue this domination.
Right. Kyle Troup, former Player of the Year on the PBA Tour. 31 years old from North Carolina. Great year in 2021, almost $500,000. A 9-time titleist.
A confident Kyle is a very dangerous man. But Jesper, for some reason, seems to take a little bit of that away from him. So we'll see if he can overcome it. Even more than his hair is trying to overcome that hairband.
That is definitely encroachment.
Arsenal for Kyle.
It looks like that robot lost its space.
Troup, the showman, flamboyant, gets us started. Looking for help on the 10-pin. The messenger makes no contact.
Well, if somebody can certainly change the momentum for the USA team, it's this guy. He is the most charismatic of the group, and like I say, he gets a little momentum going. We'll see it on full display here.
Yeah, a little flyby by the head pin in front of the 10. Doesn't do him any favors, but...
Seven-time PBA champion, the 2016 PBA Tournament of Champions winner, representing Sweden, the Iceman, Jesper Svensson.
You know, I spoke with Belmonte in regards to his pick with Jesper Svensson, and he said, you know, he's just intimidating.
He's the Iceman, 11-time titleist of the PBA Tour. Lots of international experience with Team Europe as well. Two-handed, left-handed sensation with extraordinary rev rate and power. This guy can knock him down. 6-pin.
A little bit of first shot jitters.
Serious?
I think so. This guy's made a lot of TV, but not a ton of it this year, actually. And I think no matter how many shows you've made, when you haven't made it for a while, the adrenaline's still pumping a little higher.
All right, on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being the most nervous, 1 being the least. What number are we talking with Jesper?
For that shot there?
Yeah.
7-8.
7-8.
He'll be at 4 here in
Wow.
another shot. The Iceman doesn't show any emotion. I mean, but make no mistake about it. He gets a double in here, and you will be wanting to fear the North. So, yes.
Jesper going with pitch black, urethane, non-reactive, and that's kind of his calling card, yeah.
I have to be honest, he's thrown a lot of reactive lately.
Flat flame for Jesper, guys. Oh, almost a dreaded 7-10 split, which has only been made, of course, on TV 4 times, but the 10-pin stands.
4 times, 3 times by left-handers.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty bad, Mike.
Huh. I wonder why that is, Chris. You know, I always heard they had an advantage, but that doesn't seem fair.
I think it's a little easier to get it out of the 7-pin corner.
All right, and let's be clear, folks. Of course I don't feel that way. But growing up as a kid in Southern California, that's all I used to say, right? I mean, I know you went through the same thing, so don't even sit there and try to deny it.
I have a left-handed son that I respect tremendously.
There you go.
There we go. Ironically, Jesper, out of all these guys, has the lowest high game this season. 288.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't have guessed that? The guy throws a million strikes.
Right. By the way, you know who else is left-handed? Guy sitting next to you, Dave Ryan.
Southpaw, baby.
Explain some things.
Kyle Troup right lane here, guys. So ring it 10-pin, good show.
Chris, are you surprised at how deep he is? I know you talked about Sam Cooley and his high rev rate and what he could possibly do to the oil pattern, but, I mean, he's way left of where Sam was playing the lanes.
Yeah, I think it's just human nature. These guys all try and get left of the guy in front of them. They want the hook to the right of them. They want oil left. The part of Troup's game that's improved the most over 5 years ago is his speed control and his ability to play this part of the lane. He was a top 40 guy before that with the ability to throw it really hard. Now that he can soften up a little bit, he's a danger from everywhere on it. He's going to need his ball to do a couple of the right things, though, because some of that hangover from previous experiences against Jesper may be wearing in.
Kyle, 6th. PBA Tour points entering play here today. These best friends have won 2 doubles titles together. Roth Holman in 17 and 20. But adversaries today. All 10 back for Kyle.
He is curving that absolute. Trying to get just a little bit inside of where Cooley was, who was a little bit inside of TJ. It's going to make things real interesting for Dom coming up later on.
9 spare for Jesper to begin this match. Our first strike a moment ago from Kyle. Tremendous experience, accomplishments overseas for Jesper Svensson. Wow, pin action everywhere, but somehow, whoa, it doesn't get to the 10-pin. I don't know how.
I mean, like, that's so not making any sense to anybody watching this telecast as to how this ball doesn't strike. And this is his 3rd consecutive 9-count first ball. I mean, how does this 10-pin stand up?
He gave that one all of the business, too. You know, his rev rate gets up around that 600 range on occasion. That's wild that everything avoided the 10 there. The one trouble with throwing urethane sometimes on those 44-footers is it's hard to get it to tip as much as he wants. Now, Jesper doesn't play nearly as much down lane reaction as Jacob does, but
it's hot. I need to breathe.
Registration for the inaugural 2023 PBA LBC National Championships now open to all bowlers of all skill levels from all centers this summer in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Right here, you can compete in singles as well as optional doubles and team events. Even combine your scores with the pros. Enter today at PBA.com. Jesper using 1 of 2 re-racks available in our match here.
And this Jacob you're referring to, I'm assuming it's Jacob Buttroff.
Yeah, Buttroff. Everybody thinks these two, because they're left-handed and they throw urethane, they both at the same time. But Jacob plays hook. Jesper plays hold. Uses a ton of speed and gets it going up the lane. He'll get one of these to tip the right way, and then it's gonna turn into a 6-bagger.
Maybe right here, CB. Let's find out. Okay.
That looked like his weakest shot in terms of where it struck the 1-2, and it strikes. This game makes no sense to me.
Sometimes. Yeah. Worst shot of the game for him. Lightest in the pocket by far. This time, they all run into each other. Head pin off the wall, into the 6, into the 5. The old Dick Weber wall shot from well before either one of us were around. We'll see now if Kyle can answer his chance to take a little bit more substantial lead.
A double here to go up 11, Chris. Got it.
You know, I think the one thing that Kyle's really good at, guys, is recognizing his ball motion. And it looks to me as though after leaving 9 spare, both 10 pins, the first 2 frames, that Kyle kind of dialed the speed down a little bit to get the ball to come around the corner. I think he's really excelled in that area. And that's obviously attributed to some of the great success he's had the last couple of years.
I watched his body language after the first shot, too. He felt like he kind of got around a little bit. Motion that his elbow got outside. Those two have both been right through the middle of it, rolling it forward. You said just dialing it in, getting a little comfortable. It's going to have to go. Yeah.
And just a little out of the break point. You see right there those numbers. Pretty good at the arrows, but a little wider down lane.
No wins for Kyle yet on tour this season. But told us pre-show he feels like his game is exactly where he wants it to be. Well, been close to TV, but not the bright lights yet. 10-pin there.
Pretty strong test this week with the three different patterns of the World Series: the short, the medium long, and the really long, and the angles of attack. And he showed up throughout that. Just missing the top 12, unfortunately, last game to miss by a few pins.
Field is set for the Cheetah, Scorpion, and Shark. World Championship, still 12 more games of bowling coming up Thursday. Jesper. Like you said, Chris. Uh-oh.
He's just thawing out.
Well, he's got a couple off hits now. Got his legs underneath him, posting up shots. I would expect this next one to get a little higher flush. If it doesn't ring 7, the Iceman is coming.
Heard a guy say that once.
I think he's even more intimidating with a beard, guys, this year. I mean, that thing is formidable.
Uh-oh.
So is his game.
Whoa, wait. Hang on a minute. Wait, look at these numbers here.
One of the best.
Holy smokes.
Match 2, Troup, Svensson head-to-head. Simonson, Belmonte, Barrett, Tackett still to come here in suburban Milwaukee. Opening up the 14th guaranteed rate World Series of bowling here on Fox. Troup down 10, works on a spare, out of the break. Crunch time. Big shot right lane. Avoids the split, 10-pin stands.
Wait, was that almost the 410? Pocket 410?
Yeah, there's some funny hits on that right lane.
Yeah.
Certainly something to watch for.
I used to leave that a lot back in my day. Said me never.
Well, at the speed yours was going down there, it didn't get out of left gutter very often.
Oh, we're going to go there. Okay.
10-pin coming up next, guys. Pro football back with the SFL kickoff weekend. The season opener begins with Philadelphia battling Memphis. Then in primetime, New Jersey takes on Birmingham, the defending champs. USFL season kicks off next right here on Fox. Birmingham Stallions 9-1 last year. Beat Philadelphia in the championship game. So it's a north-south matchup. 8 teams. USFL is back in 2023 on Fox.
So what's a great time for football?
I love football, Chris. You're right.
Is there ever a bad time for football?
No.
I want to watch it.
Needs to get it started here. Jesper's going to get away.
Man, Kyle, good Lord.
Yeah.
I mean, all you got to do is hit 7-8.
Well, you see the number there, 5-5, and Kyle said all you have to do is hit 7-8 and you strike, and that's why he's a bit disgusted with this last shot, leaving that quitter 10.
And it did get to it, but it got there about 3 feet late.
Agreed.
He's trying to get to it earlier, the spot, go through some of that path that Sam and Tommy went through so that it picks up and gets some momentum getting back uphill.
So Chris.
All right, guys, it's for a 4-bagger. 22-pin lead. Jesper trying to stay hot. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, baby.
I mean, Chris called it. He called it.
Tattoos the 1-2 pocket. Those pins had no chance.
The Iceman's starting to get frosty, Chris.
Yeah, and that's a 4-bagger, and that's the first one that's gone flush. And now he's got his feet underneath him. He knows what he can do on this left lane because he's basically tested every parameter possible and hit the pocket on both of them.
Here comes a 5-bagger potentially for a 32-pin lead. 8th frame. Iceman trying to stay high. Help! No, across the deck, no 7-pin.
Wow.
How rude.
A bit. The ideal line evidently wasn't the one at 14 from the shot before. This is where the guys get mad at the left-handers. Now he throws one way better. This is way more intentional. I thought that was going to be a no-doubter.
Yeah.
And the bowling gods have a way of evening things out sometimes.
Like a layup for players at this level. Yeah, 7-pin, single-pin spare conversion. No worries there for Jesper.
I'm sorry, what?
It's like a layup, like a slam dunk, 93%.
That you mean the 7-pin spare attempt?
Single, yeah, it's with 93%.
I would say the 5-pin's a bit more of a layup.
Okay.
Depends on who's defending, I think.
Now, I don't even want to go to a tournament of champions with on the 5-pin.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean, you got to pay some respect to the corners.
Better one.
Troup. Okay. Oh,
not a better result, though.
Stood
That
just
lane looks like it's getting a little lazier down lane than the other one.
It just looks like a lot of angle, doesn't it?
I think that's where guys start chasing each other a little bit, and he's gotten himself deeper than he needs to be. And early in the game, his speed was really good, and he was able to get started. But according to Strike Track, it's exactly the same. So it's ball's just starting to pick up a little sooner and wearing out a little more down lane, or he's not catching as well. But I don't think that's the case. That's normally not how it goes. Those guys get comfortable.
And Dave Ryan being left-handed, I wonder if he's really enjoying the fact that Kyle Troup has left not one but 6 10-pins through 8 frames.
6
against the southpaw.
Only strikes for Troup in frames 3 and 4. It's been it for the whole match here. Otherwise, 9 spare. There it is.
And here's a ball change, and something that I think, Chris, he needs to go to something that'll come around the corner a little harder.
And that's what he's going to do. You see, too, it's a cleaner cover. Should be a little sharper off the end, but that's way in.
Wow, way high.
He didn't trust it to pick up that time. That's just human nature. Or you don't trust the fact that it's going to pick up when you throw it to the right because it's a cleaner cover. Never get it to the spot. Ugh.
He covers in the foundation frame. But time's running out for Kyle in this match. Already Team USA down 1-0. 1 point with Cooley beating Tommy Jones in the opening match, 214-200.
Guess the nice part if you're Tommy Jones is you still have E.J. Tackett and Anthony Simonson coming, but Belmonte's waiting on the other side.
Talk about a couple
along with Dom Barrett.
Talk about a couple bullies waiting for you.
Nothing but heavyweights here in this one.
7-pin stand.
He's hitting the wrong spot. You just go back to light shaker. His best shots get 9.
I mean, this is just like a corner pin festival going on right now for both players. I mean, Jesper Svensson, a couple of 10 pins, 7-pin here on this shot. We all know what Kyle's done with the 10-pin. And I think the players collectively have missed the pocket once this game.
Hear that ball hitting the finger holes all the way down there, and adding proof to the fact it can't hook while it's in the air.
And especially when it's plastic. That helps.
Doesn't hurt a thing.
So the 10th frame, guys, looking pretty good here for Jesper, despite the fact that Kyle maybe with no re-racks left here for Jesper.
Yeah.
Kyle might have forced a couple Uber rides. For
rumor
has
it. Rumor has it he made him get an Uber himself back to the hotel yesterday and back to the bowl this morning. So
little gamesmanship for his roommate.
This probably isn't improving Jesper's chances for a ride today.
Also some talk at the Holler House captain's match about some cooking. Needs 9 here. Got 8.
Yeah, he needs one of these 2.
Right. And we'll wrap it up. Kyle said, yeah, maybe I'll throw something in his breakfast to slow him down. I don't think that'll happen, but going to be another win for Jesper here against his buddy.
My math though.
International Series domination for Svensson over Troup's going to continue here on U.S. soil. Got them both. Got to win. Jesper Svensson beats Kyle Troup. And the world team has a 2-0 lead on Team USA.